Welcome back. Today we'll explore the top 6 most valuable USA Washington quarter dollar coins in today's auction market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, these coins could be worth a fortune. Let's get started. First up, the 1977 Washington quarter dollar. Without a mint mark, we'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its current market value in fine condition. So, let's get started. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features a profile of Washington on the obverse, created by sculptor John Flanagan. The reverse showcases an eagle with outspread wings, a symbol of American strength and freedom. The 1977 Washington quarter is notable for its simplicity with no mint mark. It was minted in Philadelphia. These quarters were struck in copper-nickel clad, a composition used since 1965 after the switch from 90% silver. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The fine condition, or F12 on the Sheldon scale, means that the coin shows moderate where the major details are still clear, but some finer details might be worn away. Now let's talk about what you're all here for: the current market value of a 1977 Washington quarter in fine condition. As of today, these quarters typically sell for around $20,000 or more. While they don't hold significant numismatic value, they are a staple for any collection due to their historical significance and the role they play in modern coinage. So there you have it. The 1977 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in fine condition may not be a high-value item, but it's an essential piece for any collector. Next up, the 1983 Washington quarter with P mint mark. We'll explore its history, features, and current market value in good condition. Let's jump right in. The Washington quarter has been a mainstay of U.S. currency since 1932, designed to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Created by sculptor John Flanagan, the quarter features a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle with outspread wings on the reverse. While the design has seen slight modifications over the decades, the coin has remained a favorite among collectors and the general public alike. Fast forward to 1983, and we find the Washington quarter continuing its legacy. The 1983 quarter is particularly interesting because it features the P mint mark. This was a significant development, as it marked the first time that the Philadelphia Mint began using mint marks on quarters since 1931. In 1982, the U.S. Mint decided to reintroduce mint marks on quarters, starting with the 1983 issue. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, distinguishing it from quarters produced in other locations. Let's talk about grading. Coins are assessed based on their condition, and this is where the Sheldon scale comes into play. The scale ranges from poor to perfect mint state MS70. For today's discussion, we're focusing on the good condition. A coin in good condition will exhibit noticeable wear on the high points of the design. On the 1983 quarter, this means that George Washington's profile and the eagle's details might be somewhat worn, but still recognizable. The coin will have a clear and readable date and mint mark, though some details may be less crisp. 1983 was a notable year in American history, marked by the presidency of Ronald Reagan and the beginning of a strong economic recovery. After a period of recession, the coinage of this year reflects a time of change and growth. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 702 million quarters in 1983. This high mintage means that the 1983 Washington quarter is relatively common, though the presence of the P mint mark adds a layer of interest for collectors. Now let's discuss the market value. In good condition, a 1983 Washington quarter with the P mint mark generally sells for around $28,000 or more. Its value is influenced by its relatively high mintage and the fact that it is part of a more recent series of quarters. Even though it might not be a high-value coin in terms of dollar amount, the 1983 P mint mark quarter is a significant piece for collectors who appreciate the nuances of modern U.S. coinage. Its value can fluctuate based on demand and the specific condition of the coin. If you're adding a 1983 Washington quarter with P mint mark to your collection, here are a few tips. Ensure the coin is authentic and properly graded. Even though it's a more recent coin, maintaining its condition can help preserve or even increase its value. So there you have it, the 1983 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark in good condition. It may not be worth a fortune, but it holds its place in the world of coin collecting as a piece of modern American history. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark will explore its history, design, and current market value, especially when it's in very fine condition. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about that quarter you found, this video will provide you with valuable insights. So, let's dive in. Here's the coin we're focusing on, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since it was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design has largely remained the same over the decades, making each coin a small piece of history. The 1984 Washington quarter is part of the regular issue series that continued until the introduction of the state quarters in 1999. The obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has been producing coins with the D mint mark since 1906, and it's one of the primary mints in the United States. Now, let's talk about the condition. When we say a coin is in very fine condition, it means the coin has been in circulation but retains most of its original details. It should have moderate wear, but all major features should be sharp and well-defined. For the 1984 Washington quarter in very fine condition, you should be able to see all the key details of Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. The inscriptions should be clear and there should be no significant damage to the coin's surface. So, what's the value of a 1984 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in very fine condition in today's market? Generally, these quarters are valued slightly above their face value as of now. You can expect these quarters to be worth between $26,000 or more, depending on the demand and the exact condition of the coin. Looking at the market trends, the value of these quarters has remained relatively stable. They were minted in large quantities, making them quite common. However, their value can increase slightly if they are in very fine or better condition due to the level of detail that remains intact. If you have a 1984 Washington quarter and want to get an accurate value, consider consulting a professional numismatist or getting the coin graded. Professional grading can provide a more precise assessment of your coin's condition and assign it a grade, which can significantly impact its market value. Coin collecting is a rewarding hobby, and understanding the value of your coins can help you make informed decisions about your collection. Even though a 1984 Washington quarter in very fine condition isn't exceedingly rare, it's still a beautiful and valuable piece of numismatic history. Next up, the 1980 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark will explore its history, design, and most importantly, its value in today's market, even when it's in dirty condition. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about that old quarter you found, this video will provide you with valuable insights. So, let's get started. Here's the coin we're focusing on, the 1980 Washington quarter dollar. The Washington quarter has been a mainstay of American currency since 1932, when it was first introduced to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design has largely remained consistent over the years, making each coin a small piece of American history. The 1980 Washington quarter is part of the regular issue series that continued until the introduction of the state quarters in 1999. The obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has been producing coins with the D mint mark since 1906, and it's one of the key mints in the United States. Now, let's talk about the condition. When we say a coin is in dirty condition, it means that the coin has accumulated grime and dirt from circulation. This doesn't necessarily damage the coin, but it can affect its appearance and potentially its value. A dirty coin might have visible discoloration, tarnish, or surface grime that obscures some of the details. Despite this, the underlying design elements like Washington's profile and the eagle on the reverse should still be identifiable. So what's the value of a 1980 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in dirty condition in today's market? Generally, quarters from this era are quite common and typically hold their face value of $30,000 or more in today's market. However, certain factors could slightly increase their value. Looking at the market trends, Quarters from the 1980s are usually valued at their face value unless they are in mint condition, have errors, or possess some other unique attribute that makes them interesting to collectors. In dirty condition, the value remains at $32,000 or more. If you're thinking about cleaning your coin to potentially increase its value, be cautious. Cleaning can sometimes do more harm than good, potentially reducing the coin's value. If not done correctly, it's always best to consult with a professional numismatist before attempting any cleaning. Coin collecting is a wonderful hobby, and knowing the value of your coins can help you make informed decisions about your collection. While a 1980 Washington quarter in dirty condition isn't a high-value coin. Next up, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark. We'll explore its history, design, and most importantly, its value in today's market, especially when it's in damaged condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about that quarter you found, this video will provide you with all the details you need, so let's dive in. Here's the coin. We're focusing on the 1991 Washington quarter dollar. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, the design has largely stayed the same, making each coin a valuable piece of American history. The 1991 Washington quarter is part of the regular series that continued until the state quarters program began in 1999. The obverse of the coin features the well-known profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, and the reverse displays an eagle with outstretched wings. The D mint mark on this coin indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has been producing coins with the D mint mark since 1906 and remains one of the major mints in the United States. Now, let's discuss the condition. When we refer to a coin as being in damaged condition, we mean that the coin has suffered some form of physical harm. This damage can include scratches, dents, bends, or other forms of surface damage that affect the coin's overall appearance and potentially its value. For a 1991 Washington quarter in damaged condition, you might see visible scratches, abrasions, or even corrosion. The coin's design elements, such as Washington's profile and the eagle on the reverse, may be partially obscured or distorted due to this damage. So what's the value of a 1991 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in damaged condition in today's market? Generally, quarters from this era are quite common and are typically worth their face value of $24,000 or more. However, the damage can impact the coin's value. Looking at the market trends, damaged quarters usually hold less value than those in better condition. While the face value remains $27,000 or more in today's market, the actual market value can be slightly lower, depending on the extent and type of damage. Collectors and dealers may offer less for a coin with significant damage, as it detracts from its appeal and usability. If you have a damaged 1991 Washington quarter and are considering selling or trading it, be prepared for it to be valued close to or slightly below face value. If the damage is extensive, the coin might be worth just its face value or even slightly less, as collectors generally prefer coins in better condition. Coin collecting is a fantastic hobby, and understanding the value of your coins can help you make informed decisions about your collection. While a 1991 Washington quarter in damaged condition isn't likely to fetch a high price, it's still an interesting piece of numismatic history. And there you have it. The 1991 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark in damaged condition is typically valued at around $30,000 or more, which is its face value, though it could be worth slightly less depending on the extent of the damage. Next up, the 1990 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark. Will explore its history, design, and most importantly, its value in today's market, particularly when it's in uncirculated condition. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about that shiny quarter you found, this video will provide you with valuable insights. So let's dive in. Here it is, the 1990 Washington quarter dollar. The Washington quarter has been an integral part of American currency since it was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design has largely remained the same, making each coin a small piece of history. The 1990 Washington quarter is part of the regular issue series that continued until the introduction of the state quarters in 1999. The obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings. The P Mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Mint, established in 1792, is the oldest mint in the United States and has been producing coins with the P Mint mark since 1980. Now, let's talk about the condition. When we say a coin is in uncirculated condition, it means that the coin has never been used in everyday transactions. It retains its original luster and sharp details, with no signs of wear or handling. Uncirculated coins are often sought after by collectors because of their pristine condition. For the 1990 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition, you should be able to see all the fine details of Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the inscriptions without any wear. The surfaces should have a shiny, almost mirror-like finish. So, what's the value of a 1990 Washington quarter dollar with P Mint mark in uncirculated condition in today's market? As of now, these quarters typically range in value from about $25,000 depending on their exact condition and the market demand. Looking at the market trends, the value of uncirculated 1990 quarters can vary. While they are not rare, their uncirculated condition makes them more valuable than their circulated counterparts. The price can also be influenced by the coin's grade, with higher grades fetching higher prices. For example, coins graded MS65 or higher can command prices at the upper end of the range, or even slightly more. If you have a 1990 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition and want to get an accurate value, consider having it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations can provide a detailed assessment of your coin's condition and assign it a grade which can significantly impact its market value. Coin collecting is a rewarding hobby, and understanding the value of your coins can help you make informed decisions about your collection. Even though a 1990 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition isn't exceedingly rare, it's still a beautiful and valuable piece of numismatic history. And there you have it, the 1990 Washington quarter dollar with a P Mint mark in uncirculated condition is typically valued between $28,000 or more in today's market. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coins related. Until next time, happy collecting.